again, everyone. Edwin Lerner back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Uranus square or opposition Neptune in the natal chart. Now, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the aspects in the natal chart. They're a little bit concise. Some people may have referred to them as snappy. So what I decided to do was make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up is if you have Uranus square or opposite Neptune in the natal chart, one way it may manifest is that there may be difficulty finding the inspiration, which is Uranus, to attain dreams and fantasies, which is Neptune. Um, if Neptune is in Scorpio, as an example, there may be some dreams and fantasies connected. Doing something associated with locksmithing, psychology, deep research, investigation, forensics, embalming, working as a coroner or surgeon, doing something um, connected with, it could be working in tax examination or insurance, or something that involves transformation of some kind, even recycling, as some examples. Now, the thing about these aspects too is that there may be trouble finding that idealism and inspiration, which is Neptune, in attaining goals and aspirations, which is Uranus. Now, let's say if Uranus is in Capricorn, as an example, those goals and aspirations may be tied in with business, politics, government work. It could be something associated with accounting, dentistry, masonry, information technology, mentoring, teaching, as some examples. And also, too, activities with friends, which is Uranus, may often conflict with those that are connected with the less fortunate, which is Neptune, and the less fortunate can include those that are impoverished, homeless, hungry, and oppressed. Um, if Uranus, say, is in Libra, as an example, friends, one or more may actually be a Libra, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be those that are charming, tactful, diplomatic, refined, equitable, fair, balanced, cooperative, compromising, but at the same time may be very ambivalent and indecisive as well. And also, too, there may be difficulty with these aspects in terms of seeing deception and duplicity, which is Neptune, with friends, groups, clubs, or organizations, which is Uranus. Now, let's say, for example, if Uranus is in Pisces, those friends, may one or more may actually be a Pisces sun, moon, or ascendant, or simply embody the traits of the sign. It could be those that are idealistic, inspirational, compassionate, forgiving, altruistic, but may be deceptive, duplicitous, nebulous, and elusive as well. And also, too, there also may be trouble in terms of sacrificing, which is Neptune, for those people as well. Now, another thing about Uranus square or opposite Neptune in the natal chart, it may also be expressed in where it could be difficulty in terms of expressing ingenuity, which is Uranus in Neptune related fields, which is fields and activities. And Neptune related fields and activities can cover a number of things. It could be the metaphysical, which would include astrology or chemistry, or it could be something associated with poetry or dancing or photography, as some examples. And if Uranus is in Scorpio, as an example, ingenuity may be expressed with more passion, desire, and emotional intensity. Um, Also, to friends and those that are prominent in groups, clubs, and organizations, which is Uranus, may often not be beneficial in terms of you dealing with hidden adversaries, which is Neptune. So the thing is, let's say, for example, Neptune is in Sagittarius, hidden adversaries, one or more, may actually be a Sagittarius sun, moon, or ascendant person, or embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be those that are philosophical, jovial, jocular, enthusiastic, exuberant, optimistic, but at the same time can be self-righteous, foolhardy. And there may be a number of those that are foreigners as well. Now, another thing about these aspects and how it may manifest in the natal chart is that the internet, which is Uranus, may not be overly helpful as well in terms of weeding out hidden adversaries. It doesn't mean it's impossible, or you wouldn't be able to do so. Like, say, if you're trying to, if you feel that somebody's pretending to be your friend, and they're just really there, for ulterior motives. They have some hidden agenda, and you're trying to find out about something online, such as criminal activity, or something that would indicate maybe they're not really there for your purposes that they're saying they're there for. You may still be able to find out something about them, but it just connected with that, but it just may be a little bit harder in doing so. Um, the thing about these aspects too is that integrating with society and which is Uranus may conflict with matters with isolation, solitude, and seclusion, which is Neptune, or and vice versa. It could be the other way around. It could be you may be spending so much time trying to ingratiate yourself with society to the point where you don't devote enough time to be to have to be by yourself, to do things privately, to have that isolation. And other times you may be isolating yourself to the point where you don't really you don't really think about integrating with society as much. If Neptune is in Capricorn, as an example, there may be more seriousness regarding matters connected with isolation. Um, it may be, isolation may be more planned and premeditated. Um, it may be more prominent in older age too. And also too, the future, which is Uranus, may at times, be nebulous and unclear, which is Neptune. Now, if Uranus is in Aquarius, as an example, that future may be tied in, with humanitarian, altruistic endeavors, astrology, computers, electronics, innovation, meteorology, aviation, even rocket science in some examples. And also, too, another way these aspects may manifest is that chaos, which is Neptune, may make it hard to for achieving or doing Uranus-related activities. Whether it could be something associated with your objectives, or even doing something with astrology or astronomy or computers, or with friends, as some examples. Um, if Neptune is in the fourth house, as an example, there may be chaos that may be prominent in one's home life, or it may involve family members or those that one may be close to home with. And also, too, these aspects may indicate difficulty in expressing selflessness and altruism, which is Uranus, to those that are less fortunate, which is Neptune. And again, less fortunate people, for examples, being could be those that are oppressed, hungry, homeless, and impoverished. And if Uranus is an Aquarius, as an example, there may be selflessness that one may like to express. It could be through, for example, like tech labs to inner city schools, or it could be doing something associated with computers or electronics, such as computer or electronic repair. And also, another way these aspects may pan out in the natal chart is that at times there may be some kind of lethargy or laziness, which is Neptune, may clash with attaining objectives, which is Uranus. Now, if Uranus, say, it was in Sagittarius, as an example, objectives may be tied in with philosophy, religion, higher education, publishing, advertising, printing press operation, as some examples. Anyway, that will conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Leonard saying stay.